Sadly, I report 7 deaths overnight. None of those people had had their booster shot.
Get your booster is the catch cry of the day, as the country notched up more than 50,000 new COVID cases. And those are just the cases we know about. Many still unable to get their hands on rapid antigen tests, flying off the shelves like Alpha Wave era toilet paper.
Scott Morrison has refused to respond to the absolutely essential demands that we have. Free and accessible to all RATS tests.
Victoria today began distributing 3 million RATs to key parts of the workforce, including healthcare, disability, aged care and emergency services. The first round of 44 million kits ordered by the state.
It would have been better if there was a national approach to procurement of rapid antigen tests. That did not happen.
Speaking of things that didn't happen, the Health Minister denied reports that the Commonwealth has been seizing rats from retailers.
No, that's false. We saw some of those claims last week. Frankly, it was a plain lie.
The ACCC says it's looking into those claims, as it announced it's cracking down on COVID test price gouging.
We've had reports, a number of reports of well above $30, which of course is just beyond outrageous.
The Commission says it has already referred some cases to the Federal Police.
We've had reports of some outlets not issuing receipts or demanding that payment be made in cash. There's only one reason why I would think outlets are doing that.
Online marketplaces have boasted even more ridiculous prices, with some dodgy scalpers charging $1,000 for a single rat.
I got this rat, this annoying, eating rat.
So when is Australia finally going to get on top of its rat problem?
Well, Dean Whiting is the CEO of Pathology Technology Australia, which represents manufacturers and importers of rapid tests. Dean, I'm sure you'll agree, up to $1,000 for a single rat is just obscene. How did we end up in this mess?
Yeah, so I have 2 words, I guess, Omicron, and really a lack of support widespread for the use of rapid antigen tests as part of our test mix in coping with the pandemic. Now, Omicron, nobody really saw coming, so we'll give ourselves a leave pass on that one. But the widespread use of the tests was common overseas, and even if we thought we didn't need them here, we should have thought that potentially a Omicron style of variant was possible, and rapid antigen tests would have played an important role. So we didn't read the tea leaves particularly well.
So when you say a lack of support, are you saying a lack of government support?
Well, I mean, no one's got a crystal ball. 2020 hindsight's perfect. But yes, I think if you're looking to see where we could have done better, state and federal governments, their relevant health departments and some of their experts probably could have done better here. The market needs signals to be able to make decisions about manufacturing and about supply. And you know, if we don't get those signals, then it's very difficult to be able to provide supply on time and when we need it.
Dean, you mentioned state and federal there. It's very easy for state governments to say it's a federal issue, federal to say it's state. Who stuffed this up the most? It's hard to say. I think there are lessons to be learned on all sides here. And if we'd been a bit more proactive all round, I mean, the people who manage epidemics on ground. Why you're answering like a politician? Come on.
Yeah, you're not going to get that one out of me, Tommy. Come on. Everybody can learn from this.
But all the other countries, Dean, seem
to
read the tea leaves. Like you say, you can't predict, but, you know, everyone else ordered millions of them.
They did. That's true, Carrie. They ordered millions. And that's part of the problem we're facing now, is that US ordered 1 billion of these tests. The Canadian government, for their health department, ordered 500 million. The UK has been using 20 million a week. And we're very late to the party. And that's part of the supply chain issue that we're facing now.
God, it is so incredibly frustrating. You're hearing the governments at the moment saying millions are coming on board, but obviously a lot of that's got to go to aged care, frontline workers, of course, as it should. When will there just be, you know, thousands more available on your normal sort of chemist shelves and Woolies?
Yeah, Good news and bad news here. Small amounts, 500,000 to 3 million are arriving more or less on a daily basis at the moment, but it will take some time for that supply to fill in, unfortunately. And we've had experts, that we know and love, such as Mary Louise McLaws, saying that, we should have been doing this testing a long time ago. And you have to say, that the benefit of hindsight is great, but, relying on experienced outbreak managers, such as Dr. Ian Norton and Mary Louise, would have gone a long way to helping us here. And if there's a lesson to be learned here, guys, I think it's that we need to throw the net wider when we're looking at experts to help us out with these things. And let's ask, the opinion of people who have actually managed outbreaks on ground in the past to help us through.
But in terms of timelines, Dean, you're across the importing of this and the manufacturing. When are you saying that you think it might be that we can access them more readily?
Yeah, large amounts, probably not until mid-February, possibly even March. I mean, the demand worldwide is huge for these tests. So I'm fearful that we've missed the party here, and it's going to take some time to fill in large quantities.
Dean, 2 weeks' time we send our kids back to school. A lot of parents are expressing fear about that. A poll was taken at the weekend where they're just scared to send their children back to school. Should we be using rapid testing on school kids before they go back?
Well, I think school kids, aged care, people in essential workplaces, we're going to need to do this, Steve, I think for some time to come now, possibly until the middle of the year, to make sure that we keep the schools open, health facilities open, essential businesses open, and that we can catch cases early in their life cycle so that people can take the appropriate health decision about either isolating or by taking by seeing their medical practitioner if they've got other complications. So yes, I think you're right. I think we do need to be doing this testing extensively.
Tommy needs a few of them. Can you slip him some?
He's already just had COVID.
Oh, he doesn't need. Carrie needs a few.
I'll take them for the family of 3 kids, Dean.
All right, Dean, we will have to leave it there. Thanks so much for your time.
You're welcome.